Hi Virgos, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a Virgo reading. I should have said all that shit on camera. But anywho, it's not part of y'all message. But I did get a message though. Okay, I don't know who this is for, but somebody could work in the Navy or the military, or this could be a general message. I felt like honestly this is a general message. So this is about the message is about someone who is maybe in the healing industry as a doctor, midwife, faith healer, herbalist here. Somebody could be in the military or in the Navy specifically, or they work in some situation where, or therapy counselor, a politician, somewhere where they can make a change. I'm seeing that they're being outcasted. Okay, they're very artistic. They're very gifted. Okay, they have a passion. They do believe in the military. They do believe in healer work. They do believe in the mental department. But there is something about like how they're being cast aside. They're being cast aside. There's something about a fallen civilization too as well. Like you come from poverty, you're transgender, or you are asexual, or you're very flirtatious. Like it's not traditional, it's not conservative. They're being pushed out. Okay, banished, exiled, injustice. I feel like this is honestly actually currently going on. They're being told, or they're being treated as like a servant, or they're going down a road where they're being treated as a servant. Do this, boy, do this, girl. Okay, child care. We have housework here. They're not focusing more on their craft or as a healer like they went into the department for. They're mostly being mentally and or physically minor because they did go for that, department as a servant. Okay, so this is what's currently happening. For some of you guys here, they may not talk about it, but also with brainwash here, they may not realize that that's what's happening. Okay, they just feel some type of way. They may feel honestly like exiled or banished, or they felt like they was in this victimized energy when they was when they was not in the military or in the Air Force. Okay, Air Force, military, weapons development, Navy, right? They could feel like they could have felt that outside, but when they went to the military or Navy or some type of military work here, like something like that's like systematic, habitual stuff like that, they went there. They're like, oh yeah, this is amazing, but then got brainwashed and felt like they don't belong because of who they are, where they came from, etc., etc. Here. This person could be like in Asia right now. Yeah, we had trauma, guilty conscious. Okay, identity is a grandchild, so there could be like a grandchild that's significant as well. Or this person, there could have been some situation with a grandchild, and the lesson is prophecy and gifts. Yeah, there's definitely something because the Navy, military, okay, it's coming out here very strongly. There's something about like I should have listened. Let me look more into a situation. Okay, they're having a feeling of like not all is what it seems. Okay, because they're tapping into like this servant energy. Also, too, with falling city, there's ignorance, greed, corruption, and indulgence here. So I feel like this is definitely where this person came from. They have some trauma in that energy, right? They Casanova, right? Somebody who goes around, flirt around, they do all type of stuff. They just don't know how to keep it in their pants, or they don't know how to stop like flirting. Okay, like there's things that's habitual in them, and they came there and they're not seeing how someone is being discriminative, right, towards a religion, towards their sexuality, the limits, okay, the religion, stuff like that. The lesson is seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, so they're looking at what people and places and things are really saying, okay, because they're definitely pushing them to the side. Okay, the lesson is greed, just like the falling city. Okay, so I'm definitely getting spirit saying that you guys do need to talk to your child. You guys do need to talk to your family member or your friend. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is really buggy. Okay, because I feel like I felt like a net or like buggy, like itchy, okay? They definitely don't want you. I feel like the captain doesn't want you, or somebody that you know or inquiring about don't want you tapping into this energy. They want this person. They're like, okay, well, this person felt exiled over there, or this person needs to learn, okay? Like, you know, this is the military. They need to learn how to be more, you know, traditional for the people, okay? They subconsciously came over here because, you know, they're trying to say all these stories here, and that's not true. None of it is true, okay? They felt a certain way. It was their feelings. That's why they went, and now they're looking in the situation and they're like, okay, well, I did come from a situation. I'm over here thinking that it's okay. Yeah, I'm following my path, my passion, and it's coming out as like, okay, I'm moving more towards a servant. Like, I'm doing things for people, and I shouldn't be doing things for people. I should be a healer. I should be in the military. Okay, I should be, you know, in my hobby, okay, in my artistic endeavor, professional, model, collector, right, stuff like that. Okay, the lesson is greed for injustice here. Okay. Identity is devoted or follower. So this is somebody that they could have, you know how the thing is, you know, when you in low income or you mess with people who are lower frequency, it's either peer pressuring or harassment, stuff like that, manipulation, brainwashing, stuff like that. That's how this person got here. So you do need to reach out and have a phone call with this person here. Really talk to them. Really read between the lines here. Tell them about, like, you know, ask them about like what's going on with them in the facility, like what's happening, okay? Because you'll be like, oh, it sounds like everything's okay. And the minute you say it sounds like everything's okay, there's something wrong, okay? Like there's something that your daughter, your son, your family member, your friend doesn't see. Okay, it sounds like it, or I trust, you know, but maybe you are Virgos trying to like, you know, be like, okay, well, they can always go to war. I just hope and pray that they don't go to war, stuff like that. Okay, but you do need to have a conversation. I don't know if you want them to leave the military or anything like that. This is the military for America or India or Russia or whatever it is here. I don't know what you guys, you know, but it's one of those things where it needs to stop, okay? Because it's discrimination, and, you know, also how this person is behaving, thinking that something's okay or saying things is okay is not okay. They're definitely being laughed at, not with them, okay? You know, it's a definitely one of those, it's a tough pill to swallow, and it's like, where do we start, okay? And that person has to change themselves. Okay, if you guys already had your conversations with this person and or, you know, not conversations with this person, they're already going through the process themselves here where they're like, I think people are laughing at me, not with me. Yeah, and it's what's really dawning on them is the past, like where they came from. And they're like, I'm not going to magically come into a new situation or go into a new situation and, you know, magically change who I am. You know what I'm saying? Or where I came from. Like, they're seeing the trauma. They're seeing how the energy is kind of like dull and stuff like that, right? So they're definitely aware. They don't have to be in the military. I do want to stress that too. It's just something where it's like systematic. Like, it's gonna be a 9 to 5 job too as well. But it's very repetitive. It's habitual, right? It's very repetitive. It's, you know, it's that type of situation. I'm a slave. You know, I'm this, I'm that, okay? And if this is a job here, remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, okay? So, you know, you can always leave. You don't have to do all that shit. Okay, this is also in a relationship too. We have the Wheel of Fortune here too as well. All right, what's going on for Virgos? Let's see what's going on for Virgos. Yeah, I keep seeing a lot of water too. So this person could be in the Navy. When the cards came out too, the Navy popped out to me. I actually know somebody who's actually in the Navy. I think she's in the Navy. And I mean, I don't talk to her, but I think she's in the Navy. I'm not too sure. But I'm seeing definitely the Navy. Okay, this could be something about Old Navy too. Maybe somebody works at Old Navy. Yeah, water. You see? It's water, 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 water. This could be after a war too as well. What's going on with Virgos? We have the Two of Swords here. Okay, so Virgos, you made a decision. You made a decision on the air sign, which is my Aquarius here. I also got too, like, Virgos, you love doing, or you love hearing frequencies, energies, readings, like hearing readings like this. Okay, yeah, this is definitely something about a Libra or justice sign, or justice, the justice system. Sorry, I feel like this Libra also made a decision on you too. Like there was a decision. There was a decision that needed to be made. You made a decision. This person made a decision. I feel like a Libra is also being smart. Okay, smirking. Okay, there may be like a second decision that needs to be made too as well. Six of Swords here. You moved away from the problem. Ten of Wands in reverse here. Temperance in reverse here. Nine of Swords in reverse here. And the Four of Pentacles. You tired of some shit, Virgos. Like, you tired of it. You moved on from it. You're like, I'm not going to work on this situation. Because honestly, I do feel like intuitively you are tapping into the energy correctly. Okay, like whatever the situation or whatever topic or whatever something is here, it's too overwhelming. Okay, like Virgos, you need to go on your own path. Like you need to stop worrying about somebody else or somebody else's needs or whatever, something that's about to happen or going to happen, or if you feel something's going to, whatever it is here, Virgos, you need to go be by yourself or go be in the energy where there's no judgment. Okay, because there's so much judgment energy. Okay, with the Justice card, the Two of Swords. Okay, the I was about to say Jamin. Okay, Jamin, Jasmine, something like that. Jalion or something like that. Million could be significant here. What is it? The judgment here. Okay, it's too much judgment here. So you didn't have to make it loud though, Virgos. With the Four of Pentacles, you just was like, I'm out, and you told people without telling people, okay? But what you normally do, or how you keep to yourself, or how you do what you do when you don't want people to know, you're letting people like, I'm over it. I'm over the judgmental. I'm over the secrets. I'm over the whispering. You just is like, yeah, I flirt with him. Oh, I did it. What happened? Yeah, this is too dark for me. Okay. So yeah, you say, yeah, I flirted with him, I flirted with her. Okay, I did what I did. Yeah, this is what's going on. I said what I said. Okay, like you're not keeping anything private. Whatever you was keeping private here, you're not doing that anymore. Okay, it's coming out. Whatever you was working on here, you doing more work than you should. You're like, I'm tired of it. And depending on the situation, like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, okay? So depending on the situation, there you go. We have the Page of Wands here in reverse. So you're not interested in starting over or going back. Like you're not doing that. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse here and the King of Swords. This was crossing it though. So it's not just you. I feel like it's somebody else, an air sign too. Where this air sign has probably encouraged you to move on to as well. But I feel like this is somebody that's like, I'm sick and tired of it too with the King of Swords in reverse. Like, it is what it is. Okay, Seven of Wands in reverse here. I'm not blocking it. I ain't got no shame about it. And I ain't blocking you either. Okay, we have the Chariot in reverse here. This could be jaw-dropping, okay? This could be jaw-dropping. People who are not as loving or motherly, okay? Because the Chariot is the Cancer energy, but I am picking up, like, you're the Queen of Wands. So this could be something about, I'm here, let's get into it, yeah, right? Doji Cat here, Gemini. She's a Gemini, I believe. But it's giving, like, this wasn't a nurturing environment, too. Like, the people that you was pleasing or trying to impress here, these if you're dealing with the court system, too, they don't give a fuck about your kid. They don't care about your kid like that, like how you care. Okay, that means that you saying things, sacrificing things, doing things that they would not probably agree with. Okay, they're thinking more on like, defenses and jail time, right? They believe in separating. They believe in separating just like that. Okay, Chariot energy. This could be jaw dropping. Three of Swords energy. I feel like this air sign was also hiding shit too as well. But also at the end of the day, it is what it is. Justice card here. They feel like they got their justice with you too, because they're like, that's fucked up. I don't know what your involvement is or what your involvement was, Virgos, but you know what your involvement was. And you need to know that you was special. He was very much special. This King of Swords was special too as well. With the Sun in reverse here, Yeah, this is not going to sit well with like, this is not going to sit well, okay? I would say with the collective or people here, it's not going to sit well, only because I feel like there was like a yes, like access, like they were trying to bring you into some type of shit, okay? But I mean, honestly, this environment is not, like I said, a family orientated environment. They're not about like settling down, stability, anything like that. They're more about like networking. Okay, let me see what you have, stuff like that. So if you want to open up a business or if you want to do something, this is not your crowd. Okay, this is not your crowd. Like, you need to go talk to business people, and that's great, because if you want to, you know, be the part of the 1%, or if you want to be a part of like business situations or management and stuff like that, this will be that's where things is going. If you want to be close to your mom, okay, if you want to be close to your grandparent, that will be the place to go. Okay, that's where you guys are vibrational match. But when it comes to like high school and middle school, elementary, the children, nah, that ain't it. Unless you have a child and your child is being told to understand, okay, real, recognize real. Let's see what this energy is. So it's not bad. I do see, because I did see the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so we have control. Why worry here? We also have vitality, staying young. And we have decision. I choose well. Okay, so this is about your highest good. This was about your highest good here. I feel like also too, there was a lot of, let me see, I'm full of confidence, for in the end, good prevails. Yeah, so this was also people, places, and things, or people, places, and things, and or was trying to get you to do things that you're not supposed to be doing, that you don't want to do, and what's great for the greater good. Okay, that was not happening. I don't know what was going on for you, or I don't know what style or trend, but yeah, as far as like, if you were like flirting, or this could be financial or whatever it is here, you rather go old school. So I'm seeing something about like, you rather go old school instead of like being new school. Okay. And I'm seeing that if you have a partner, like an air sign here, this is definitely somebody that agrees. But if you was cheating, then, I mean, or you flirt around, because the Queen of Wands, she's a fucking flirt. Okay, and the Queen of Wands also, when she's upright, she's not like, she is the counterpart to the King of Wands here, but for me, it's like they're not in a relationship. Okay, and being that you guys are siding more with the King of Swords here, this is somebody that understands like who you are. So this is not a relationship. If you're in a relationship with the King of Swords and you're the Queen of Wands here, this is not a relationship. Okay, this is somebody that understands that basically you're gay. Okay, like, here, damn, they understand that you're gay. And if you want to say that they're in a you're in a relationship with them, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, we're in a relationship, but she's gay, or he likes to be likes to swing. I have no problem with that, because that's who they are. Okay, and I like who they are to a certain extent. Okay, because the Two of Swords here and the Six of Swords here, this was also this King of Swords trying to initiate or go in the direction of, okay, well, I'm going to speak something. I'm going to be a manager, taking that old head energy into this new age energy. Okay, that's what they were trying to do. And then also bring other people around you and saying like, okay, that is your character, but that shit didn't work out. Okay, it's just too much work for you. It's overwhelming for you. Now, I will say, whatever that you guys were trying to do that wasn't for you and you was trying to keep it up, then that's what this message is about. But if something's naturally you, then I would say take this message with a grain of salt here, or not with a grain, but maybe take it with like a 50%, amount of salt. Okay, or 75% amount of salt for some of you guys as well. Tower card in reverse here. Why I say that? Because the King of Swords is coming up as your pair, crossing you. So it's all about like, that's who you are. Like, they're looking at you from a logic standpoint, not from a heart standpoint. Okay. And if you said you love them, they would be like, I could understand why you love me, you know, type situation. Okay, but it's like this person, just to let you know, okay, if you want to be with the King of Swords here, there's no way in hell that this King of Swords is going to be with you and like be with you and be like, oh yeah, you're doing all this stuff here, and they like, okay, I still love you. You're going to hurt their feelings. Because if this person is so common sense, and if you ever meet somebody like this here, they're so common sense here, it's equivalent to their feelings. So that means that you got to catch on, you got to grasp. And you wouldn't be the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords is a purpose, it's a reason. Someone's trying to get in and they can't get in. Where are you going to fit? If you have a child, your child is not happy. Just to let y'all know, the child doesn't want to be in this frequency. They want to be in the old head energy. Okay? With the Tower card here in reverse here, you guys caught the Tower moment before the Tower moment caught you here. So this was already going to be like displayed, or people were going to whisper or talk about like whatever this thing was that was hard for you. Eight of Cups said you guys are moving away from that Queen of Wands lifestyle, okay? The Queen of Wands in reverse is hot-headed, but I feel like you just got there because you frustrated. You sick and tired of the shit, okay? Eight of Cups is here. Two of Pentacles is here. So I see that you guys are going through the process here. What's the Two of Pentacles? Page of Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups here. Something catches your eye where you do want to go back and work on something. Queen of Swords here. This air sign here. So someone's counterpart pops up here with the Queen of Swords, with the King of Swords in reverse here. The Queen of Swords is like somebody's it could be somebody's sister, somebody's aunt, uncle. Okay, this could be like a stepsister, uncle, aunt, right? This is somebody that's very distant. This is somebody that you don't see around, but they're always achieving shit, getting accolades and all that extra shit here. I feel like this is you, Virgos, too, as well, if you don't want to invite other energies here. But I feel like this is only you because you're being secretive, like you're being sneaky. Okay, Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse here. You don't like this bitch, and this bitch don't like to be like this as well. So if you like this person, the Queen of Swords here, and you know, they say like, oh, I'm gonna do this, but then they thinking about going back to being in this energy that you guys said no to. They don't like this. So this person will disrespect you. They will violate you. They will tell you about yourself here. They will snap. Okay, but Virgos, if that's not anybody else with you here, you don't like this. You don't like this energy at all. We have the Ace of Swords here. I'm hearing that's not true. This is not. It will be true. Something's like definite. Okay, there's also a fire sign here. You guys could be rejecting a fire sign here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. This is so interesting. This sounds like it reminds me of something. I'm gonna just keep reading because I feel like this is like a soap opera, but not exactly. Because I feel like there's somebody that is like tempting you. Okay, like I didn't think that the King of Wands was gonna pop up though. That's the thing. I thought this was gonna be like, oh, your decision, your world. But it's like a convincing energy. Like I'm trying to convince you. I'm trying to like make you feel comfortable. And it's creepy too because it's like the opposite, but the counterparts is coming out. You know, it's crazy. The Queen of Cups popped up, but you know, she wasn't really there. I was talking about love here, and as soon as I'm keep channeling, I feel this is such a strange person and or situation, only because Virgos, I feel like you say something, and then whatever you say here is like the person's like, okay, now you caught me. I'm gonna come up. Okay, I'm going to show up. Okay, that's what the situation is here. And that's why, Virgos, I feel like you're thinking about going back to a situation because, you know, it's kind of giving like an energy where you caught me. Like the cat is out of the bag type situation. But I feel like you're not aware because you've been dealing with a Page of Wands energy or an initiation. I should say a Page of Wands energy and an initiation, a feeling, like you're being convinced, okay? With the Page of Wands here, messages, flirty messages, someone's trying to give it an elevator pitch, okay? And it just hasn't been working out with the elevator pitch. Then the King of Wands popped out after you said no, but then you're going back to like, maybe I should, but I don't like to be this way. You don't like how you are when you're interacting with the energy. And so now the King of Wands is not really sure if you are like this, okay? Some of you guys here, this could be an African American male or female. Okay, the King of Wands here. This is creepy. I ain't even gonna hold you, because it's like, I feel like it's kind of like, you know, when you lift or you pull your refrigerator out and you just like, I didn't know all this shit was underneath my refrigerator and all these damn roaches. It's weird, it's creepy, but it's like, you're the talk of the town. Honestly, like, you know, you're there. Okay, like, and then the King of Wands also for me is like it's giving like an ex-boyfriend energy, but the King of Pentacles is like that for me. But the King of Wands is, it's giving me like ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend energy too, or somebody who you would date and they would be your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. Okay, it's a really strange energy, and I feel like Virgos, you don't notice this, you don't see this. Okay, you're just like, you know, you should probably take a little bit serious. You should take a little bit more serious. You should be a little bit more serious, I should say. Sorry. You should be a little bit more serious in whatever this situation is here. Okay, let me figure out what that's about, because I feel like, because whatever this is here, I mean, it's going to be different for all of you guys here, but we could get like a general, like a collective type situation message. Okay. What is this energy? Tell me more about this energy. Self-esteem here, so this could be something to do with your self-esteem. We have intuition, deep down you just know. So people want to know something that you're working on, or you're going through. If you feel like people want to know like what is going, like what's happening between you and your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your counterpart, basically here, nobody cares about that, because your counterpart is talking. They could be new to the block, or they could be new to some type of neighborhood, region, or whatever it is here. They talk a lot. They do a lot. They interact. Okay, we have contemplation here. Listen carefully. So this could be something about like something about you figuring something out. Like you need to figure something out. Okay, over our energy, we have the music of the sphere shows me the goodness and perfection of the universe. Yeah, this is about like the inner work of a subject. Okay. The inner work of a subject. We have the Five of Wands here, conflict and ego, competition and rivals, aggressive aggression and tension. And here, Sade. I know the love in my heart, but I'm still alive. You know, the thing is too, Virgos, it's not really about you figuring out a situation or trying to figure. It's not about contemplation, honestly, because it's like you come into a situation, you're trying to figure something out, you're investigating something, you're seeing the code of some situation here, and maybe Virgo, some of you guys are lying to your counterpart, because your counterpart, I feel like for some of you guys, don't even know you doing this. They don't even know you doing this here. Like they have a they just say that's who you are, but you're trying to figure it out. Like you're listening to the code. And the only one that's close enough to know this is this King of Wands energy, the one that's been baiting you. This is crazy. I'm sorry for my they one that's been dating you here. So whatever you've been working on, you're gonna know what you've been trying to figure out. Like it's a huge part of you. Okay, this could be some of you guys' hygiene. This could be something about your clothing. This could be something about your business, right? This could be something about your child, or maybe your whereabouts, or a person, right? And the only one who knows is the King of Wands here. The one that you're connected to, the closest to, this is somebody that is like, okay, that didn't work out. Let's try something else here. Your person could be in the King of Wands energy, but they would have to be so detached from you, and they could be trying to do things like that to see if you want to go back into some situation here, but you're not looking like you want to be in this contemplation, listen carefully energy. You want to go back and try it again because you got caught. cards drop, jaw dropping. And now this is a problem. Like, people, they want an answer. They want to know. Then they're saying no. Like, it's not really about what you're figuring out. It's really more about, like, do you get it and do you have the code? But your priority is more of, like, kind of giggling or chuckling or something like that. Like, yeah, I figured it out. Like, I know, ha 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 ha. But I will say this, a fire sign is on to you. They on to you. They know what's up. They see you as the King of Swords. They see you as the Queen of Swords here. And yes, that's your counterpart. Y'all going out talking and shit like that. But they know. Once they get their answer that you want to be the Queen of Swords here, you sneaking around going back into some situation, they like, And maybe you did something already here, but if you did something already, that's probably not the main event. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords here, assertive and impatient, direct and daring, ambitious and motivated. The King of Swords here, the Knight of Swords here. This is you and the King of Swords. You guys are coming through as like, I don't know. You're asking me questions. You're asking me things like, I motherfucking know. I don't know. I don't even like being this way. The King of Swords, the Queen of Swords here, Virgos, that's you. I don't even like being this way. Hell no. But then in the back of the Queen of Swords' head, I don't know. I think I want to go back. You want to go back to something being burdensome. I feel like you... I mean, I want to say you're trying to figure it out here, Virgos, but I'm not going to lie. I feel like you just like the attention or the adrenaline, the rush, okay? Like, it's giving, I like it. I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh, so good it hurts, right? Eight of Cups is here. The Eight of Cups was also here for you guys walking away from this energy. Walking away, letting go, leaving behind. So I guess you're thinking about it, but we have the King of Pentacles, abundant in prosperity, security, and stability, protective and provider, reliable and father. So I feel like honestly what's going to convince you, and we got the Queen of Cups here, a Hierophant energy, is a traditional element. Okay, something is traditional. Girl, focus. Something is traditional. Okay, like your person, your counterpart, I see that your counterpart could be an emperor, but I mean, I don't know. Because I see the only thing that's stable in that one that's really close to you is the King of Swords in reverse here. While you're in the Queen of Wands energy, I don't know why this person, I'm going to just be real, because I'm talking for September Virgos and August Virgos. But September Virgos, they be wilding sometimes. Okay, I don't know why your person, listen, they understanding you. So the only way how they being with you for some of you guys Virgos is by understanding you. Now, as a King of Pentacles, they're leaving the situation. Okay, your counterpart is leaving. They want to leave. And I'm not going to lie, Virgos, the Queen of Cups is the overall energy. You want your counterpart to leave. But you do not want to leave. That's why you guys are the overall energy of the Queen of Cups here. Then we got the Hierophant here. Like, that would be the right way. And you want to continue partying and doing whatever you got to do. Or you want to do. I don't know why you want to do this here. But I feel like, honestly, you want to be with the King of Wands. Maybe you want a different boyfriend. Maybe you want to be you want a different boyfriend. You want to be a different girlfriend. But this is going to be your ex. Some of you guys say you have different intentions by not just, you got different intentions, and it's not just being with somebody else here. Catching motherfuckers, for real. Queen of Wands in reverse here, King of Wands. If you're going to go back here and the King of Wands is making an appearance here, you're going to be with this person. And they're going to get the truth that, yeah, you don't like being the Queen of Wands here. You don't like being the Queen of Swords here. And they're going to be like, okay, so therefore you didn't like when this person was the King of Swords with you. Oh, hell no. And in Virgos, if somebody doing this to you, you're going to have to cut this person off. You're going to have to cut this person off. You're not stupid. The Fool came out in reverse here. Spirit said nope. God said nope. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse here. You no longer need to be by yourself. You don't need no longer need to soul search. You don't need to soul search. Okay. I don't know what it is, but I can't see. I can't see with that brightness shit. And it goes right back. I'm not putting this. Yeah, we got the Emperor in reverse here. I'm not taking that though because all these cards was like flipped up. But yeah, Virgos, you don't need to soul search anymore. You don't need to search because at the end of the day, this is the Page of Swords energy, honestly. Looking at the small details, looking at somebody's moves. Okay, Virgo, this is not you, this is somebody else. And Virgos, if this is you here, they out. The King of Pentacles is out. And somebody finna go back to their ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. Okay, the King of Pentacles is giving ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend here. But, I mean, and right here, they're not giving ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend here. But if you so far gone and you want to be all the way over there, then somebody going to be with the King of Pentacles or somebody who wants to take care of their kids. Somebody who wants to be a father, somebody who wants to be traditional. Okay? Somebody who wants to be traditional. And that's what they're going to get too. Because this person with the Eight of Cups energy and a Knight of Swords energy, that's really quick, swiftly, aggressive. And that's it. I said what I said and that's what I want. You going to join me or what? Yeah, I have a kid. That's what I'm going to, you know. And, you know, it's okay. Like if somebody violates you, Virgos, okay. If somebody violates you, Virgos, and somebody being in this energy, but then they want to tuck and be like, okay, but I was like this and I'm just trying to make myself. Energy don't ever lie. That's why you don't ever need to be jealous, envious, angry, or anything like that. Our bodies do that because we don't know how to control ourselves. The spirit, people on this planet, they manipulate you. They make you think that, oh, you do need to tap into your emotions, or you do need to, you don't need to do none of the goddamn motherfucking thing. Energy don't lie unless you motherfucking energy. You know what I'm saying? And you better trust that energy that's behind the energy or whatever shit is knows what it's not trying to manipulate. Okay, because when we say spirit or it's different kind of spirits, it's different kind of energies. And if this person's, if they not gonna get ahead, they gonna be with a Queen of Wands here. The bitch be like, you know, now you see me, now you don't. Because I'm getting a vision of somebody. I'm getting a vision this daytime. I'm getting a vision this daytime, and I'm seeing a dark shadow, and I'm seeing this next motherfucker's girl, and they popping out the corner or out the room, like, you see me, with their teeth. They don't have to be African American. They don't have to be nothing like that. Some of you guys could be like, why did you say that he was African American? Because honestly, I saw a vision of a woman. It was a woman with a ponytail and shit like that, but her teeth was white. You know, she all shadowy. Like, you know, you ever seen, I don't know how to compare it, but like, you ever seen Goosebumps? You ever seen Goosebumps, the intro? And you see the shadow. The shadow's obviously intelligent. It's definitely comprehensive. It comprehends. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I was thinking about that guy where he was like in the dark and then all you see is his teeth. So this person, they don't have to be African American. They don't. But this person could be African American because I actually see a Hispanic woman. I see also this person has Hispanic descent. This person could be also a white girl, okay? Or this could be a feminine energy, okay? Non-gender. But with the Hierophant, the Hermit in reverse here, and the Seven of Cups here, Virgos, you see clearly. Page of Swords. What I said about this energy, I said this whole energy right here is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is making an appearance. You see the details. Page of Swords, you come up from the dark. You come up from the dark here, and the details is the Page of Swords here. This is information, communication. This is the details. And the way how this is coming out is with the Hermit here and the Seven of Cups here. Spirit told you to go down. Spirit told you to go underneath. And when you came up from the darkness, when you came up from this road alone here, you was like, now I see the details. Now I see what people are talking about. Okay, now I get it with the Page of Swords here. I'm looking at the fine print. Three of Wands in reverse here. No movement. It's from my sex position here, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody just trying to, at the end of the day, somebody is just trying to produce. At the end of the day, somebody's just trying to get something, some documents, or they're trying to get something. And you Virgos, you coming through and you like, I have it, but I ain't giving you shit. Because I'm looking at you and I'm seeing the details, and no, you small. You talk a small game. You talk a small ass game. So honestly, some of you guys could be dealing with another Virgo, or somebody's in another Virgo energy. Or sorry, somebody's in a Virgo energy here and they moving like this. Okay, this first energy that I said, they moving like this, Virgos. And you like, nah, you being funny. Because you saying that you're going to go, you sick or tired of some bullshit. And you telling this other person to leave here, but you want to secretly stay. I know you. I see you see it, Virgos. With the Hierophants, the Seven of Cups in reverse here. You saw all the damn options and opportunities, and you saw all that shit. Somebody made you think about it with the Hermit. They told you to think about it, so you motherfucking did. But others of you guys, Spirit told you to think about that shit, and so you motherfucking did. And with the Seven of Cups here, you came out and you was like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be with her. I don't want to talk to her. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And this Queen of Wands here don't even want to move your way anyways. You two motherfuckers don't want to move your way anyway. Some of you guys here, the fucker that I'm talking about is your ex. They don't want to do that. It's so weird. You gotta leave this hoe alone. And you about to be with somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend, or you coming towards, I'm not gonna lie, you don't want this motherfucker either because you feel like the hoe is contaminated. You feel like it's some contamination shit going on here, Virgos. And you don't even swing that way. And your person, this person's person don't swing that way. They don't, but they think that this bitch got a lot of morals and values and shit like that. Like they respect them. Don't even know what's going on in Shorty's coochie cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even know what's going on with her, going on with him. They just like, oh, maybe they got kids together, multiple kids. I don't know. For some of you guys, use your intuition discernment because you're probably thinking about somebody and that's not happening. Okay, so use your intuition discernment. Make sure it makes sense because this shit is real. It's real obvious. Okay, you're dealing with a side chick, side dude, or somebody who just goes around. You know what I'm saying? Like a home record. They don't know some shit and they just think that, oh, I'm taking care of my kids. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You gonna know who this motherfucker is. You're gonna know. Unless they swap. You don't gotta try to make it out to be something that is not. Okay? Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse here, the Magician in reverse here, ain't nothing happening. You don't gotta make it out to be something that is not, because ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening with the Magician in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Okay? Ain't no movement there. Queen of Swords is in reverse here. Now, listen. You are the counterpart to the King of Swords in reverse. Now, all this motherfucker, they are the King of Swords here. You the Page of Swords here, but you don't have the best discernment right now. Okay, so it would be smart. You making smart moves, Virgos. You making smart moves because you don't have all the information with the World in reverse here. You about to close your shit out though. Okay, and obviously Virgos, you don't have all the information. You're getting information, but I'm trying to say is if you're gonna close out this chapter and you're not gonna invest and shit like that, then you already know. I'm gonna have to just shut it out. It's better not knowing. You got little information and it said no. So you think the 4, 5, 6, 7 time is gonna be no too. So I mean, like, you leave, right? But Virgos, I feel like in this case with the Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords and the Page of Swords here, you're like, okay, well, the Queen of Swords in reverse, I don't have the best information. I don't have, not the best information, discernment. Okay, I don't know what to say because I'm just picking up on things. I'm reading the fine print. You're saying no. I think you're gonna take that road. Okay, the only one that's common sense is the person and or the situation that you're dealing with here. But I'm gonna say a person with the Queen of Swords here. Okay, you peeping that the Queen of Swords got some other shit going on with the King of Wands. Okay, and that they telling what the King of Swords want them to hear. Excuse me. Two of Cups here. You and somebody else is on the same page. You and the King of Cups here, or you or Queen of Cups is on the same page. High Priestess here. Wee. Wait a second. Who says that? Oh my God, who says that? Who says that? Is that from, like, That's from Rick and Morty. The little small little motherfucker. High Priestess here, Ace of Cups here, Three of Wands in reverse here, and the Three of Cups here. This is like, something's there. Something's there. And also with the High Priestess here, this is about like, guess who it is? The Book of Jubilees is what I'm hearing. The Book of Jubilees. Guess who's on the same page? Guess who believes you? Guess who's on the same page with you? Okay? It's ooh wee. Guess who it is? You probably thinking like, is it the King of Pentacles? Is it the King of Wands? Who is it? Because I'm also getting nervous too. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles here, Four of Cups here. You and this person already know how profitable or how important a subject or something is. Okay? Y'all not wasting no damn time. I like this. Y'all not wasting no damn time. Guess who it is? This could be a Pisces. This person really loves you. This person really wants to be an old head with you. Okay? This person wants to go over there. And y'all will be hanging out and y'all will be doing the dance. Yeah, you know, that's cute or whatever. That's cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is a surprise. I feel like Spirit is like, you know what? Congratulations for figuring out. Now I'm gonna. Ooh, I didn't catch that. That's little like it was a smacking. You know what it was? Because I feel like Spirit was like, if you don't figure this shit out, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. But if you figure that shit out, now I'm gonna smack the shit out of you in a good way. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? You're gonna be like, what the fuck? High Priestess, Ace of Cups, Three of Wands here, and the Three of Cups here. You cannot walk past this. Like it's something where it's like, if you're not going this way and the Ace of Cups is not loving, and the Ace of Cups is not on the Queen of Swords side, but she's in an upright position. And you feel like somebody else is on the same page with you. And the Three of Cups is here. It feels like it's closer than it thinks. It's closer than you know. Okay, it feels like, but you're not even on that subject. But you could see that the energy is airy. You feel like, I feel a lot like this is a mediator or not a mediator. Like what do you call that thing? It feel like a magnet. Okay, a magnet could be important here. I mean, some of you guys say, "Oh, a magnet condom." I ain't saying all that. I heard it too, but that was on a lower frequency. Is this a magnet here? I feel like this person sees you. I have a feeling it's the King of Pentacles here. This could be somebody that you haven't met before. I mean, you haven't seen in a long time here. Some of you guys, this person is Asian. But I feel like if this person's Asian, this person is so sad because this person's like, I fucked up with you, OD. I can even go back if I wanted to. No, dead ass. Okay, we have the Four of Swords here. So you also looking at how people are dancing with their partners, couples, other individuals. You seeing the dance. You paying attention. Okay, Five of Wands here. You seeing that people's trouble. What's the matter? Trouble in paradise here. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles popped up and the Emperor popped up. They like, nah, I want you. This is an Emperor that's like, nah, I want you. The King of Pentacles is right next to the Emperor here. So this could be this person's boyfriend, girlfriend. They could have kids by this person. You know what's so interesting? You know, like, no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. You know, no, yeah. But let me talk about it. So the other day I was talking about like somebody's relationship, not like, you know, full blown, but I was just saying like, you know, be nice, right? Like basically. And I kept getting this feeling like, you know, like, no, I don't want to like, I don't want to like, you know, I don't want to say that's not my, let's just say religion, but it's like, you know, but I just know. No. So for some reason, I feel like the energy that was coming towards me was like a threat. It wasn't a threat as like, oh, you know, I'm gonna come for you. It was like two could play this game too. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know, motherfucker flexing. You know what I'm saying? Then I started seeing the energy. Like I saw somebody today, or I met somebody that I ain't fucking talk to the mofo, but I felt the energy, and I was like, nah, that was what I was tapping into. Like that was the flex, low key, and I was like, nah, this is respectful because you know. But I was like, whatever. So that's what I'm just saying. Like, I wouldn't say to like say that this is the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups for you guys here, but I would just say like, just be, don't fuck it up, okay? Because you want to make sure that like y'all stay in this frequency, stay in the knowing, because you're being blessed by being aware, by knowing shit, knowing the truth, okay? And it'd be so fucking hard to figure out the truth. You know what I'm saying nowadays? So there you go. Okay, with the Five of Wands here, yeah, you see somebody has trouble in paradise, but you need to know that the King of the Emperor, they do want you. I'm not saying the King of Pentacles is this person though. That's a lot of cards. Okay, we have the Sun card here, so that's a confirmation. So even if the King of Pentacles, they do pop out, that's for some of you guys here, not for all of you guys. But I do see that whatever you're meditating or whatever you're thinking about, and you're seeing that what's the matter, trouble in paradise here, you are being guided, because this person that is also on the same frequency as you guys are being guided by the same thought patterns, by the things that you're doing here. You guys are getting closer and closer and closer. And now it's coming out in the energy. This is deep. This is some chemistry shit. We all talk about spirit, vibration, and frequency, but what's before vibration and frequency? This is this shit. I feel like this is something, this is just creepy. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, this shit is mad creepy. I ain't even gonna hold you. So, but you could think about it as like, dark matter and dark energy. And then there's us, where we're like that 5% shit, vibration and frequency. So, I mean, they say in the universe is vibration and frequency, but this shit is so clear. This shit be like, now, because we're not really talking in spirit, but spirit has been trying to tell me throughout this whole, and you too, like, y'all been talking to each other before vibration and frequency was even created, okay? This is how you guys, it's manifesting in the spiritual realm, and now it's manifesting, and now it's going to manifest in the physical realm. So there's the motherfucking $1 million question, then there's vibration and frequency, and then there's us. So what's before vibration and frequency? Everything in the universe, all the sciences has been thinking vibration and frequency. So what the fuck it is before vibration and frequency? You can't say it's just pitch black, because it's like that's dark matter and dark energy. Isn't there electrons and electricity up in that bitch? That's vibration and frequency right there. So what the fuck? I'm just seeing shit. I'm just seeing the dark. I'm just seeing the dark. Oh my gosh. But that's something that you guys need to know. And that's the type of time this motherfucker's on. Okay? That's not the time. That's the type of time that you and this motherfucker is on. Also, I want to say too, the shit that you figured out is the shit that's before vibration and frequency. Okay? Like, I'm telling you. That shit is making itself known. Like, you guys are coming together. I don't know. This is, some of you guys is your twin flame. Others of you guys here is not your twin flame. You may think that this person is your twin flame, but that's not what this other realm talks about. Like, they don't talk about twin flames, right? I mean, they do, but it's not like, it's like there's twin flames. It's the same thing. Like, there's soulmates, there's high level soulmates, and then there's twin flames, and then there's you and this person. Okay, but I guess y'all twin flames. Like, I guess. Okay. Let's get one more card. We got the King of Swords as an overall energy and the Fool here. Okay, so this person could have saw you at the market here. This person could be married too. I wasn't even thinking about the King of Swords. I wasn't thinking about this motherfucker. But this is somebody that was advocating or just was like, oh, that's just, that, all that shit here. 2 cards here, Knight of Swords here, and the 7 of Wands here. Some of you guys, yeah, the Emperor popping out here. This is, okay. So I feel like, yeah, this is, because I don't think it's true. It's not true, but this could be somebody who is the King of Swords here. The King of Swords in this deck here has a chipped sword, and it's equivalent, at least how I'm getting it, it's equivalent to the King of Swords in reverse, because that motherfucker be lying, but he have to do what he got to do. That's the King of Swords energy for me in this deck. Okay, the Emperor popping up here. So these could be people that are so similar, like exactly alike. Motherfucker, this could be also they fucking twin brother or twin sister. Okay, like they're so similar, they're exactly alike. But this person was with a temptress. Okay, now the person that's coming to you here is a little harder than the person that this Queen of Wands was with. Okay, because I don't know if these motherfuckers is twin flame and you guys are not twin flames. That's the thing, because it's kind of feeling like the person that the King of Swords. All right, because I felt like okay, the King of Swords is equivalent to the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords that was in this deck here, and the King of Swords that's over here. They're connected to each other, okay? And energy, vibration, frequency, boom. But you would think that these people would be a vibrational match here, but they dated, they went through situation either very, very so similar, okay? But they just got with like even more. Some of you guys here, you getting with a cousin. Okay, some of you guys, that's number one, okay? But yeah, this person got with a temptress. Like somebody look like this. They look like this. They more popular. They all like out there. Okay, this other one got with a Queen of Wands energy, and they was just like, okay, that's how this person, they hot-headed, they this, the. This person is no longer being with this temptress anymore. They saw this person at the bar, or they saw you at the bar, they saw you at something like, you know, shorty at the bar, right? And this is the person that's performing, right? This is the person that's performing. They checking you at the bar, not the person that's performing. Okay, so they was more interested in the person that was performing. Now they looking at you at the bar. Okay, and they looking at you at the bar because your ass is noticing shit about the person that's performing. Okay, you're like, no. Yeah, that's not something I'm gonna do. This and that and third. This person, let's just say the person that's performing, because normally the person that be performing, they got a hot to add story. I don't know why this Empress into you. I don't know how this happened, but they just stopped like what? It was kind of coming off like this just finished coming off somebody. Like, what? What was that? And they picked up their jaw and they was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, I guess we going over here. Like, this is the one. It's kind of like, you know, Kim Brock, you're the voice I hear inside my head. You're the reason that I'm singing, okay? This person's giving off kind of like Casanova vibes, though. Seven of Swords is here, and the Seven of Wands is here. Okay, so there's this energy of like, no. Like, you and this person, or this could be you, Virgos, you're saying, no. I don't want to be fast. I don't want to, like, because you don't want to be in nobody's fucking problems. You don't want to be in nobody's problems, nobody's complications. You don't want to be nobody like, oh, this is my husband, this is my boyfriend, I'm going to be around you so we can, you know, be so sweet around each other, and you're the fucking third wheel. You're like, how, what the fuck I look like? No. You know, what the fuck I look like? I'm just somebody that's just passing by and I knows what the fuck is going on with your ass, and that's the fuck it, honestly. You know? And I feel like, yo, temperance here. Patience, honey. Patience. Your time is about to shine, because when this come out, whoever this sun energy is, girl, let me tell you. Whoever this, let me get one more card. Let me see. Let me get one more card. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, we have security in good hands here. I don't know. This shit is a pop-up, right? We have childlike I seek and find human, and heavenly sanctuary. It carries me, cares for me, and lovingly enfolds me. So you over here minding your business, somebody's just like, I don't know. It's just like, you minding your business. Okay, we have relax here, let it flow. We have harmony, perfectly centered, and we have opportunity, take your chance. Okay. This is one of those things that spirit is going to be like, okay, well, you're going to have to like, I'm not going to lie, you don't like this guy. You don't like this girl. You're like, why are you over here bothering me? Like, that's how you coming off. Like, why are you coming over here bothering me? Like, you could have any other guy, any other girl, like, in the situation. Why you want me? Like, why are you coming over here? Like, that's what it's given, you know? And then, but then you know, like, this person was meant to come towards you, and you were like, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, so we're the same. Like, we're exactly the same. Like, we're this, we're that. Like, okay. But you were so comfortable, like, you know, watching and getting information and finding the truth, you know, type shit. You know, like, that's what the shit was for you. I'm also getting like a Scorpio may pass away, or Scorpio, that's when a Scorpio ended. Exited out of your life here. We have hermit, self-reflection, introspection, and solitude. You have emperor, divine masculine, control and authority. Yeah, so they know, like, the who, what, when, where, why, and you were just watching and thinking. You could have also said some shit like this. And Divine Masculine was like, Okay, we have the sun here, happiness and joy, innocence, success, and optimism. So this is a Divine Masculine that knew, and we have the King of Swords popping up again. Logic and analytical, emotionally detached, strict and serious authority. This is a Divine Masculine, and this could be connected to the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine reading, the last one I put up. And we have the Empress here. This is somebody that was like, okay, this could be like a collective energy, okay? Because once this person heard, saw, or you told this person's like, okay, yeah, I was in the same energy too. Okay, confirmation, I was in the same energy too. This person could go to church too as well. And this person was so happy because they're like, yeah, that's the one. Okay, because they were trying to, I don't know, they were trying to like, I guess, I don't know, they saw some bullshit, and so they was like, you know what, I'm gonna just stay in the background and do what I gotta do. Okay, I'm also here like this person was also trying to get people to take them serious here, but they're like, I don't want people to, I don't want people to take me serious by me initiating. I want people to take me serious by me sitting back and watching. You know what I'm saying? And this person was like, yeah, that's what I do too. Like I do the same exact thing here. Okay, it's giving that, Virgos. They like, I do the same exact thing. And there's still like a tornado, or there's still somebody that's trying to figure out a code or some shit like that. You're like, yeah, that's that person's business, because they trying to figure out some damn code and they just want to go back into that shit secretly. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Okay, but I mean, you and this person, I don't know, because this person is kind of giving Casanova, or this person just finished coming up for air. Okay, this person just kind of come up for air, and they're like, yeah, they're like, I just come to the bar to just drink, I just do this, I just do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then you're different. Like, I normally come to the bar, I normally come over here, and I mean so many different girls and so many different guys, so many different kind of people here, but you're different, and they're like, you just met all the marks as being like in this introspective solitude energy. Like, yeah, that's me right there. That's definitely me. And so I'm definitely telling you that this person is definitely bigger than this person that they were dealing with here. This King of Swords in reverse here, and the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, they're definitely bigger than the Emperor. This Emperor is definitely bigger than the person, yeah, because they could be exactly the same or something like that. Some of you guys, this is the cousin. This cousin thinks that it's you, not the person that they're currently with or that they're going to. Okay, they're like, oh, you're like that, like, you were always, I'm not going to lie, like someone, I feel like this person is like, oh, you're developing to being like that. No, you knew. I just feel like this person just was like, yeah, you're so like isolated though, because you knew so much fucking information. Like, you had so much, like, if somebody was to tell you to talk, like, you just keep talking and talking and talking and talking, and that was some bullshit. Like, you just start talking about your theories, and like, you just start talking about science, chemistry, numbers. You just start talking. And this person just like, like, they just, you just start, that's how they just, so they develop, and they like, wait, it's you, not her. Like, I thought you was, yeah, well, you judged wrong. And I'm gonna stay in my damn little corner. Like, I'm gonna stay in my damn little corner. That's what the fuck it is. You bring this cousin energy in the future and now great happiness, okay? Like, they happy that you know everything. Some of you guys here, you know a lot, okay? Now, others of you guys here, what's popping out to me too is that maybe you had a boyfriend, maybe you had a girlfriend here, maybe your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend ended up going to somebody that was close to you, platonic, romantic, maybe somebody at the job here. This is somebody that knows that your person is coming to them, and they're going to swipe at them, or they'll like be snarky towards them. Okay, because they like, no, because you're the King of Wands. You're the one that's trying to tempt me to do shit and do things. Something about a PA, something about somebody that is not in Pennsylvania. So maybe some of you guys need to know that this person is not in Pennsylvania, or this person doesn't want to go in Pennsylvania or stay in Pennsylvania. Okay, but they're gonna snark them. They're gonna, I don't know what your journey is here, because I feel like whoever you're inquiring about here, this person doesn't want to be with the Divine Masculine nor the King of Wands. They just want to stay in the corner and know as much. But I feel like they just want to know a lot, because Virgos, you know too much. You know more than them. You know, and they're like, I don't like that. I just want to stop disturbing me. But it's like people are like, no, we found you. Get the fuck out the corner. You're not going to keep swiping, okay? Like, you're not going to keep swiping, okay? And staying in the damn corner. And it's like you could have made the situation in a romantic way, but now I don't want to be romantic with you anymore. That's the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who keep fucking around. You my boyfriend, you my girlfriend, you my husband, you my wife here, but you keep fucking around. You keep you keep teasing, you keep being a home wrecker. No, I just want to know more. No, I want to know more information. No, it's time's up. And you're not smarter than the motherfucking fifth grader like the Virgos here. This person, they use their time accordingly, and now they can be in a relationship. Somebody that's in a higher frequency than you now. And this is why the cousin or cousin energy is like, that's why it's you. Because you do it naturally, or you don't even know. Okay, time's up and you know too much shit in that little bit of time, or that a lot of time that you have. But you're so tiny to the cousin energy. And some of you guys here, there is a divine masculine that knows that it's you. They know it's you, and they like, that brings me so much joy because you're just like me. You're exactly like me. That shit crazy. You guys are meeting people that are about to be in the Six of Wands energy with you. They are not fans, but these people are gods and goddesses. These people are, this shit is huge. This shit feels like, I swear to God, it feels like before vibration and frequency. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. It feels like gods and goddesses. You know what Spirit showed me? They're showing me Zeus and I'm hearing Morgana. Like, these are gods and goddesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know these motherfuckers exist, but I want to say, like, Zeus. I want to say all this shit. Like, their mythology or something like that. They're showing me, like, a dark sky. But when you look past a dark sky, is Zeus up in that bitch. Like, I kid you not. These are people that are like demigods, basically. They're making me see Percy Jackson, and they're showing me a vision of me being up there, and I'm seeing Percy Jackson bugging out like they show in the movies, right? This is Hermit, the Emperor, the Sun. I know who I am. I know I'm a demigod. I know that you're a demigoddess or something like that. There is something. And they know like it's quiet before vibration and frequency, beyond the clouds. Like, you do need a lantern, okay? There's something weird, because there's something before vibration and frequency. What was before vibration and frequency? All scientists knows, everybody knows, before there was light, there was darkness, okay? Then the Big Bang came through. Who the fuck talks about before vibration and frequency, honey? And they say that the dark also was vibration and frequency. Like, they got electrons. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. That shit crazy. You have people, these are not fans. These are people who are demigods and demigoddesses. And you're meeting somebody who's a demigod or demigoddesses or demigoddess. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, what do you want? And they're like, I'm a demigoddess. Like, I'm a demigod. You know? And they're like, you're like, okay, so what am I supposed to? They're like, you have so much information, it makes me so much happy. Like, you're forming you're forming like heroes. You ever seen the show Heroes, or you ever seen Century 8 or something like that? You guys are all in different locations, and you guys are all coming together. It's a concentration, and this is before vibration and frequency. Like somebody or an entity who created the Big Bang. You know, it's phenomenal. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I swear to God. Like, I'm just talking like a transmitter. I swear to God. I feel it in my heart chakra. Like, I'm getting a vision of like Zeus, like what's it called? Like a tornado, a storm, you know? And, you know, women, well, for me, but I could say, I say other women, it feels like when you get pregnant, it feels like a storm too. You know, I don't know. Like, I think about a storm. When I was pregnant, I felt like it was a storm. Like, I don't know. Like, it felt like it was a storm. You know, when I see like bacteria that's creating in the water, I feel like a storm. You know, like it's something about a storm. You know, and I'm seeing there is a god, right? Zeus, like creating a storm. Okay, pregnancy. You guys are coming together. And this demigod was away from you, Virgos. And I will tell you this person that's in the corner, there is a test. It's not like a test, but like people, you know, they tell you in movies all the time, and it's so true. Like you're taking up way too much time, right? Like you want to be a god, you want to be a goddess, like in The Magician. Fillory, right? Quentin and I forgot her, Jules, right? I keep saying the Book of Jubilees, right? Jules, she was in the loop many times, but she could never accomplish what needed to be accomplished, right? So they got Quentin, and Quentin accomplished it, but Jules, she was way more powerful than Quentin, but she wasn't there. Like she was giving off like the class that was, you know, exterminated, you know, type situation. So she had to work from the outside and find out with the hermit, the emperor, the sun here. They told her in the last season, I believe, that she was in break bills many times. You know, she was in break bills many times, but it just didn't work out. And as I'm saying, they chose Quentin, and Quentin, he was on his high horse with, you know, what's her name? Jules. He was kind of jealous. He was envious that she was getting her magic back, and he was like, "Fuck off! You were so mean to me," and stuff like that. But she was doing what she was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like she needed a break, and she's like, "I don't want a break. I can do this." And she ended up helping Quentin towards the end. She was a twink. She was a Tinkerbell. She was a tinker, and that's what you guys are, okay? And I don't know, because I'm getting like this person, because I mentioned the bar and stuff like that, this person is a tinker as well. They just know themselves, and you know yourself, but you're working on something that you are supposed to come together with the divine masculine here to do. Okay, I don't feel like this is twin flames, but I'm gonna say this is twin flames to be on the safe side. Okay, that's why I feel like I need to say twin flames. Okay, because I feel like that's a gift from the other side. Let's just say it's twin flames. Okay, but there is a Jules. There was a girl that was I think her name was Mo something. Marina. She was way more powerful than her when she started, and then Jules started becoming more powerful. It's in her blood. It's in the timeline. She did this so many times. That's why Morana, whatever her name is, that's why the hoe died. That's why she sacrificed herself. That's what she was. That was it. She ended up being more powerful than her. even if you guys were to, God forbid, like it is, you guys are just smarter, okay? In the position or the angle that you guys are at, you guys are smarter, because this is something you don't fuck around. Like you genuinely want to know, like if you're being fucked around with or not. Like you're coming off like genuine, okay? And your emperor's like, you see, that's why we don't fuck with them kind of pills, okay? That's why you don't fuck with them kind of pills. And this is somebody that think they're just cute. You keep laughing and giggling, and you think nobody's seeing you here, but there's always somebody watching you. The eye is always watching you. And this divine masculine has been watching the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Swords, with the Queen of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. They've always been watching this person, and they've always been very stern. They know themselves. They know thyself. And now they're like, okay, I found you. I feel like you don't really want to fuck with this person like that, but you guys are exactly alike. You may be with a person, yeah? You may be with the person right now, and this person is like, okay, well, you're like, oh, well, that's my person. Maybe. But this divine masculine, I feel like they're like, I'm not going to keep this a secret. Like, you're mine. We're meant to be together. We're in this frequency. We're in this vibration. That's what we're going to do. And whatever that you have or whatever you're working on here, I'm not going to lie. This person's like, what the fuck? You're smarter than me. You may not want to give up some shit. You may not want to, but you need to. I feel like this person is going to show you that you need to know more about thyself. Okay, like because you don't trust them. Okay, there's something about like you guys have to create another storm, something before, something after the Big Bang, not to kill humanity or anything like that. There's something where it's like you're smarter than a motherfucking fifth grader. You know what I'm saying? And you and not just this person, but other people are supposed to come together and show that you guys are smarter than the motherfucking fifth grader. That magic is real. That filigree is real. That there needs to be a magic school. That there needs to be people who don't work a 9-to-5 job and they could just stay home. And some people who wants to go out, they can go work, and we can all live from that. No matter if we have 4 or 5 workers or machines are there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely possible. It sounds like a twin flame, honestly. It sounds like a twin flame. All right, let's get an exit card here. That was so... Yeah, girl. Get in there. Exit card here. We have inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearances are in the image of man or a woman. Okay? Beauty and goddess and goodness are in the image of God. Maybe that's what that energy is. I just thought about something. That's so interesting. Okay. That's so interesting. Okay. Physically, personality and physical appearances are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. Okay, over energy, we have action. Okay, so this is about people showing up as who they are. Okay, they are appearing, their inner beauty and their outer beauty is popping out, is at the forefront. This is what I was trying to tell you. Like, not everybody is a demigod. Not everybody is a goddess. That's like when people say when they're reincarnated, not everybody has been reincarnated more than once. Some people who die are still not on this planet. They're not worthy of reincarnation, or they just don't want to be reincarnated, or that's not where they're going. This is so a lot. This is a lot. And then when I was shuffling, we have everything turns to light. Okay. 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 All right. So this is the other side. Whoever this is here, this could be somebody's brother, this could be a cousin, this could be, it feels like I don't fuck with my father. I mean, I don't fuck with my brother, or somebody has a lost twin and they know of the lost twin, they just never got in contact with them. You know, like they just is something where it's so interesting. They don't go over there because that is it's something about like birthing a child. Like when someone is pregnant, you don't want to be the person that is being born. You want to be the person that is, carrying the child. You know what I'm saying? This is so interesting. This is so interesting. But for you Virgos here, you guys just have to you have to, because this is the only person that understands you for right now, not on a narcissistic in a narcissistic way, but this is the only person and or the situation person. This is a demigod who knows, who understands you, and you're supposed to give something, you're supposed to work on something, and other people, like in sensory aid, there's a contraction, like what's his name, Terrence Howard said, like, you know, when the vibration and when other people, it contracts, it gets together, and then when it's not there anymore, it goes away. You know, so you guys are bringing in demigods and demigoddesses. Their abilities are very important, and you guys are like, honestly, Greek mythology. Okay, Northern mythology too as well could be something, but I'm seeing something about Greece, like Greek mythology, Zeus. I think that's Greek mythology. Zeus, Aphrodite, right? Venus, the planet Venus, like that's all. That's where you guys are at. Mm-hmm. And people who want to be in Northern mythology and stuff like that, the gods, this and that and third, that is not. I mean, I guess you could pick and choose here, but that's dark matter and that's dark energy. You know what I'm saying? Like that is asking, you know, for Greek mythology in a way. Like you're asking to talk to the gods. The gods is Greek mythology, and then the northern mythology, and you know, Odin, Nodin, and you know, I mean, honestly, it's quite literal, to be quite honest here. You know, they all talk about the gods, and the gods is Greek mythology. You know what I'm saying? That is where you and this person are at. I don't know if you guys are demigods and or you are gods itself, or there's definitely, but you are there. That's what I feel like the angel message is about too. This is so weird. I believe it though. Like, so weird. Some of you guys, I'm not gonna say that because I'm being guided not to say that, and that's the biggest clue of all times. Okay. Why have whole when you can have, why have half when you can have whole? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is so interesting, but so dangerous. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. You also need to be aware that somebody's in a corner and they're not it. Okay, they are not it. This is somebody that came after you. Okay, sorry, not after you. This is somebody before you. Okay, so somebody like you were there, and then this person came next. Okay. That is, this person is taking up way too much time writing in the book, or they're taking writing in the book, or at the register, at this, at that. Here, they're taking up way too much fucking time. They're not it, and they're scared of the motherfuckers that's coming towards them. And you're over here like, huh? You probably, you don't look at them, and you look at them like, why are you nervous? Why are you flinching? Why are you like, you don't do stuff like that? And then by the time you notice this or you figure this out here, you're gonna be connecting with this emperor, and you'll be like, your emperor's like, you see that person like flinching, they're gonna be looking at you creepy too, because I think that's their ability when they jealous, or when they're like, when they weirdos. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, what the fuck, your eyes is mine, what big eyes you have. But then you know how Zeus, he got a temper, but this is like minus this person being like a Casanova, because Zeus is a Casanova. So Casanova, he be having sex with mad women and having mad babies but you know what the story is like, these women want to keep him, but he's like, I gotta have my seeds everywhere, because he's gonna be the next me, like my offspring, like we all competing up here. So it's like, why the fuck would I have one baby by one person, like all my seasons to be everywhere? But that's not the problem, Zeus. Like the problem is, but again, that's not your situation. This person is definitely fully monogamous. Okay, they're monogamous. They suppress everything. Is just like, yeah, but they do have like a weird vibration. Like, and I think honestly, it's a jealousy problem. Something about prudence, or Peru or pair. Okay, like they trying to tell you to grow a pair when it comes to this person. Okay, it's a weird fucking vibe, but you probably feel like, okay, this is why I shouldn't trust this motherfucker. They're not saying that. They're just trying to tell you. They're frustrated because they're like, why the fuck are you worried about this motherfucker, squirming in the corner and you're over here, like, with me? Like, what the fuck? That's how this person is. Some of you guys say this person sound like an African American person here, but I'm not gonna lie, this person sound like a white boy too, a white man. Okay, because white men, they be acting like this shit too. Like, there's some of them that don't do this, but some of them, they do that shit. Okay, but I mean, I say some because I haven't, but the ones that I interact with, and when you get like past the whole like small talk, they do move like this. Okay, and some people in relationships here, they do it, but when you get with men, you get with guys, okay, that have been with, like, when they have that vibrational frequency of them, like, they've been on the road as being a man for a while. Like, they're not focusing on hygiene. Like, they have their own little situation. Them motherfuckers get real scary. And you be like, you either be dipping or you be like, nah, I'm not dipping. But it shouldn't be scaring you. And if it's scaring you, then you that motherfucker that's not it. Okay? But don't be trying to act like that shit because this is a demigod. Don't be trying to act like that shit because this motherfucker be like, you like look at your ass and you're gonna know. It's a knowing energy where it's like, you're gonna know. Okay, this person's gonna know. So this is not like, it's just like a hit or miss. Okay, so you come up to that person, it's like a hit or miss type situation. Okay, all right, so that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, share, look at the description box below, see what I have to offer you. Check out my Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.